But ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake, we all need to recognize we are in a different world. We are in great power competition. The changing character of war is also seeing speed and scale, much like we saw in the Iranian attack on Israel. That salvo of missiles in a mass we perhaps hadn't seen before is a harbinger of things to come.
In this time of consequence, we have to have the courage to make the hard decisions, the conviction to follow through with those decisions. That's an obligation to our airmen, and it's an obligation to our nation. The stakes are high, and the time is now.
You never know when or where the 48th Fighter Wing is going to have to deploy to either deter aggression or to respond to aggression. But the world's a dangerous place, and the threats are only increasing their capabilities. The recent Russian incursion into Ukraine reminded us why it's so important to have a strong partnership here in NATO. It gives us a chance to build relationships, to demonstrate the ability of our forces to interoperate with our NATO allies and partners, and then just to share across cultures and build relationships for both, American citizens, but also our European allies and partners. I've been blown away by the support and the partnership that we get from the local community. We're on RAF Lakenheath, and I think that name identifies the close partnership we have. We're here as an invited guests. We're here because the UK government has asked us to come and partner with them. The historic events, the remembrances, the memorials are another way that demonstrate that close partnership and that friendship. The 48th Fighter Wing has more than half of USAFE's fighter squadrons. In many ways, we provide the cornerstone of USAFE's ability to partner and defend our allies and partners here in Europe. And then combine that with the fact that we are the only U.S. Air Force fighter wing with the dual capable aircraft role or the nuclear mission, meaning we're the only fighter wing in the United States Air Force that can take a F-15E Strike Eagle or an F-35 and pair it with a B-61 and deliver safe, secure, and effective nuclear deterrent operations. So our airmen are going to have to be really good at what we do, and we're going to have to build strong partnerships with our allies so that we can fight shoulder to shoulder again if necessary. Our adversaries are building out a host of capabilities, from cruise missiles to one-way attack drones to ballistic missiles that can all threaten our airfields. And so to mitigate that threat, we have to be able to both disperse on our own airfield to complicate their targeting so that our aircraft and our airmen and our equipment and our munitions are survivable, but also to be able to, what we would call reactively ace, to disperse our aircraft to other airfields so that we can complicate their targeting. This is where we really rely on mission-ready airmen to find smart ways to innovate and to solve problems at their level that help us to keep generating the fight and generating aircraft and generating sorties. So I think that, our performance speaks for itself to reassure our allies and partners. The fact that we can continue to send 12 ships of F-15s or F-35s anywhere in the world demonstrates the high readiness level that we have here in the 48.
You know what I mean?
Device is still